approaching doom. Know your fears, but don't let them consume. Innocence lost, no one is immune. We all will know loss when we're under the pale moon.
Volume test. All right. Let's see. Unmute everybody.
Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check.
Woohoo! There we are. Are we in? Oh, that looks cool. I don't know if I've seen that straight up like that.
What looks cool? You're out of you were out of focus there for a second. You're good.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with the focus now. If I lean or move, it kind of.
You need to use the kitty to focus. Where's the kitty?
Oh, Kitty is new home.
Oh, no more mittens.
I like that cat. I thought he was awesome.
You should have kept it then.
I kind of wanted to, but I couldn't.
You could.
I couldn't. He's good though. Oh, welcome. Holy crap.
Turn to me, good cat.
Oh, you're Sunday night. We're doing earlier now, so we're doing in theory
Sunday.
9 to 12, but a little late on 9. Whatever. Lazy 9 to 12 tonight for UPM Gaming for our homebrew D&D campaign. We have no Jackson tonight. He is away. But we will. He's dead anyway. Oh, he's not dead. He's down. So he's
Not quite dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
He's not quite dead yet.
Oh my god. Last week, we met the warlock, Mr. I'll never get his name right, Habe, as we fought him and actually managed to free him from the tower, which was interesting. He joined our cause and joined Jackson as you guys made your way through some haze and down a stone passageway until you got to a series of boats. Climbed those in midair over to some ledges, all the way over to, in the distance we saw a guild hall, a big guild hall shrouded in the haze with music playing and pirates from inside. More illusions, as we found out there was these more aberrations inside, eyeball type creatures that were attempting to blind us and distract us. Well, Fergus, the monk who was infected with this tar from the far realm, ran amok, beating everyone up. Beat down Jackson to 0 hit points as Kylok followed him upstairs to fight him, and Clairval came up and managed to win him over with a charm at the end of our combat from last round. And that's where we is right now. Anybody have anything from last session to go over? I know that May had a confusion. It had ended.
Yes, I now see that the pirates I was fighting are masses of eyeballs.
They're masses of eyeballs, dead on the ground before you on the first floor when you were battling them.
Yeah, we discussed that at work.
Yeah, I just look at it and like, holy
It's
mother
creepy.
of God, what was I fighting?
Oh. Well,
Not quite sure.
upstairs, we would have had Kylok. You had finally made your way up the stairs and onto the main floor where you were firing arrows at Fergus. Fergus had extended a hand made of this tar type material towards Jackson, grabbing him and crushing him, throwing him on the floor before you.
Yeah, he kicked the shit out of me too. So.
Clairval cast a spell and had said something over to Fergus, who then reverted from his tar-like form back to his regular monk form and walked over to him to talk to him. And it will be your go as we come in. You're not sure if Jackson's dead or if he's alive.
So, for point of information there, DM, so because he's been affected by a charm spell,
Mm-hmm.
the spell that I used is Nethar's Mischief.
Mm-hmm.
So it does. The subject becomes charmed until the start of my next turn. Under a normal charmed person spell, when the duration ends, the person realizes they've been charmed.
Correct.
So I don't know if that's going to affect how you want to role play this, combat going forward.
It doesn't say if he knows he's been charmed.
Yes.
Under the
But
mischief?
his spell specifically doesn't. Charm person does.
Okay, well, if it doesn't, then he doesn't know he was
Okay.
charmed. He just, something had happened, and he goes back to his regular form. Maybe, possibly, we'll see. In game terms, we know Jackson went down, but to 0. But in combat terms, we don't. We just know he fell. We don't know if he's dead or alive. So, Mr. Kailoki will be your go for whatever you think
so-
or wish to do.
So he's kind of stopped his combat, right? So he's not aggressively attacking us at the moment.
He's turned to humanoid, right?
He's turned humanoid. He's walked over to Clairval, and they had spoken briefly, I think.
He's still covered in that ooze.
Not covered in it. It's reverted off him. You can see specks of it on him. Type thing.
Okay. Well, I will take this opportunity to cast Cure Light Wounds on Jackson.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Let's see where my spells are here. Yes, I have 2 left. So that's a 1d8 plus 1. That's 8, right?
Did you say 8?
No, 2.
Oh, 2. So 3 total?
No, 2 total.
Okay.
1 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
It didn't go well.
All right, but you cast Cure Light Wounds
Oh.
on.
You have +1 there, Cal?
That's what I thought. The +1.
Yeah, I got a 1. Plus
Oh, you
1.
got a 1. I'm sorry. I thought you said you rolled a 2. I thought. You
I
rolled
rolled
a
a-
1. I got you.
I rolled a 1. Plus 1
Hmm.
is 2.
All right, so Jackson, technically you cast a spell onto him and he will begin to move. He is awake, he is conscious at this point. He's just very weak.
Just for information, you have his
Whoa.
character sheet, right?
Oh, we're dropping frames. That was interesting. The stream
There we go. We got it back.
Okay, that was weird. Huh. I do have his character sheet. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. All right, Kylo.
Kim Jackson.
That was your go. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'll just kind of keep a watch back here from the top of the stairs.
All right, Jackson is going to get up. He's going to use half his movement to get up for prone. And he'll look over towards Fergus, who at the moment isn't attacking or anything like that. And what did he write? Let me read his thing. He will say to you, if he's back in his right mind, we should try to convince him to join us. If not, he may have to be sank to the depths. And he'll wait. He'll wait to see how everything goes. Tessa's on the first floor, along with everyone else. The eyeball creatures have been defeated, and will start making her way towards the stairs. She'll use her movement to get about up to the mid-platform, ready to go up to the second floor. May, what do you want to do?
So, Fergus isn't fighting right now, right?
Second floor, you won't be able to see from where you are. You'll have like a main room where you've killed the pirates and now their eyeball creatures dead on the floor. A tiny set of stairs to a platform, and then 2 sets of stairs, one on the right, one on the left, going up to the second floor. You don't hear the sounds of battle above, but you can't see them.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to where the action is then.
Okay, same thing. So you follow kind of Tess, make your way up onto the stairs. You're going to get about halfway up the stairs. At that point, still won't be able to see everybody upstairs yet.
Okay.
Make your way there. All right, Fergus. So, do you remember what you said there, Clairval, last time?
It was something to the effect of, I think this is all a misunderstanding. We're trying to learn what's going on. And that seemed to diffuse him a bit, and he was going to take us to meet his master to become one with the whatever.
That's right. That's what it was. Okay. All right. So Fergus's go. He will regard you as a friend, and he'll say, all right, you've finally seen the way. You've seen the way of Raywind. We should go meet him together. Let's gather up the rest of the guys, and we'll head there now. And again, he extends his hand, and you start to see the liquid dripping upon his hand, as he did earlier to Jackson.
Don't touch him.
So, I have a thing about touching hands. Roll a deception check to make it seem
Ooh.
like a germaphobe.
Do germaphobes exist in D&D?
7.
That would be a 15.
Oh, okay. He believes you. He
Yep.
says, "Oh, all right, no worries. But we'll
So,
convert
Where
you."
is your master?
He says, "Beyond. He comes from the stars."
Well, I know where he comes from, as you've told us, but where is he currently?
As far as me and Habe know, he's in the far realm, learning the wisdom of the ancient gods.
And do you know where the portal to the far realm is?
I have an idea. Point kind of back, through the guild house beyond.
Okay.
Back the way we came, or
No, forward. Kind of like beyond the guild house.
So I'll relay that to everyone else, that our friend here knows where the portal to the beyond is, and he's willing to show us where it is.
All right, Clairvel's go. So it feeds
doesn't
right
that
in.
sound like an invitation, eh, Gans?
You're a lot of help there, Kylo.
Do you want to do anything else specific, Clairvel? It's your goal.
I'll dismiss the cube area spell that's going on behind him right now, since it doesn't look like we're going to be using that.
Okay. All right. Habe is on the first floor, along with Gans. They're at the bottom of the order. Those guys are also going to move up behind May and Tess and try to get to the second floor on the next turn. Kylo, you will be top of the order.
I'll just move over behind Clairvel.
Okay.
Like a good distance, but still like off the stairs so that everybody can come up.
Okay. Make your way over.
Although we should go down, but everybody's coming up.
Everybody's coming up.
So exactly how do we? I cannot. I don't want to say this out loud because he's going to hear me.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll just keep it to myself for now.
Okay. All right. All right. You start moving around.
So hold on a second.
Okay.
All right. Perception check, because Kylo's got something on his mind. I want to do a perception check to see if I can pick up on that.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That would be a 22.
All right.
So I'm going to use my. I think I can get. Yeah, I'm going to use a cantrip message to speak to him so that only he can hear and he can reply.
Okay.
You look like you got something on your mind. What are you thinking? Only I can hear your response.
Okay, I'm thinking, how do we explain to Fergus here his dead minions downstairs when we go past them?
I give him a look, but leave it to me.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because we're not going back down. He was leading us the other way, right?
Yeah, we're on the roof though.
Oh, you're on the second floor. You're
Yeah,
second floor.
Oh, it's only a second floor.
Second
okay,
floor.
not the roof.
It's
Okay.
got like a little railing at one point. You can see the other floor.
Right.
Okay.
Lead off, my friend.
All right. Jackson's turn. Jackson, same thing. We'll move over by Kylo, keeping an eye on Fergus, and we'll say to him, "Are you with us, old friend? Are you going to show us the way to Raywind?" Kind of holding his trident cautiously, just in case. Tess will move up to the second floor, kind of watch what's going on, and just make her way onto the floor and see everybody's kind of standing down. We'll do the same. May.
Gonna also continue to see what's going on because I think I'm halfway up the stairs right now, right?
Using your turn, you'd get all the way up.
Okay, yeah.
If you get up to the second floor, you see Kylo and Jackson behind Clairvel. Clairvel is close to Fergus. Seem to be uneasily talking. Not quite sure what has gone on. You can see signs of a battle up there.
Alright.
Jackson looks like he's been through the ringer. 2 hit points.
We're all licking our wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of get up like, what's going on?
Well, I think we had a bit of a misunderstanding, but our new friend here is going to show us where the portal is to the outer realm.
Sounds fun.
That's what I said.
So I'm going
Not so many
to
words.
burn through a couple messages here. So
Okay,
I'll
alright, go for it.
update the party members in turn. We'll get them to lead us to where the portal is, and then we know where. Then we'll be able to close it. But this way, we're not wandering around trying to find it.
We'll have to find a way to incapacitate him. Because obviously we can't directly beat him down.
I'll give Calic a look. Really?
I got my ass handed to me. So did Jackson.
Fergus. Now he's not charmed at this point.
Nope. Just I beat him on persuasion and deceptions.
So he would no longer regard you openly as a friend, but
Not
you
compelled
Yeah.
to regard me as a friend.
right. But you
Just
did
my
talk to
my
him.
deception and my persuasion has convinced him.
Okay. Tough call here. All right. Well, you're talking about leading you to the portal. So he will say, then we're all on the same page. We're going to the portal all together. We're all going to see the glory of Raywind and what he can bring to us.
We cannot wait for you to show us the portal.
All right.
Yep,
He'll-
that's what we're feeling.
He'll walk by you then on the way to the stairs, putting his hand on your shoulder. You feel the tar like
No.
No,
Don't
Because-
touch me. No.
I know you don't like to be touched. That shirt's a little fancy
Hey,
for that.
hey, no one disrespects the shirt, my friend.
As he makes his way
Put
by.
up with a lot. Nobody talks bad about the shirt.
And he'd be like, Jackson, come up here with me. Let's show these guys how we lead. And he'll start walking down the stairs. Kind of just falling back a little bit, standing back and to the left of Jackson, keeping him in front of him. As you guys make your way down to the main room, past the guys on the stairs. Until he
Has
gets...
Habe interacted with him yet? Has he seen him?
Habe sees him. Habe watches him come down. He's unsure. Same thing. Kind of eyeballing him. Like, is that him? Is he being controlled still? You know, what's going on? As Jackson and Habe pass each other, you can notice them kind of nod to each other. Like, hey, we got to watch this. We might have to take him out. We might have to sink him to the depths if we can't get anything out of him. If we can't get the old Fergus back. He makes his way down into the main room. Over to near the front door, and he says, all right, are we all ready to go?
Been waiting for you to lead the way.
You point, just wave his hand to the door.
The portal?
No, the front of the door of the guild house. He's just trying to get you to exit.
It's a type of portal, yes.
No.
Alright. I'll open the door.
Okay, you guys open the door and start going out. Make your way out.
Guess he didn't notice the mess on the floor.
Ah!
I'm not near him.
All right, let me switch.
Alright, so we're all outside now?
You're outside. You're back outside. So you're in a very hazy
Outside is a bit of a misnomer.
Yeah,
Well,
you're back in front of the guild house. So you're in front of the guild house on the stone path with the haze all in the distance.
as we leave, I'm just going to close the door behind us just so he doesn't have to glance back and see eyeballs strewn across the floor.
Good idea. I need a different page.
Explain, they never saw us coming.
I don't know how.
It's going to lead you around the guild house and continue on the stone path.
On the outside.
Around the outside. Lead you on the stone path up ahead through the haze. Again, like earlier when you guys were getting near the end of the stone path and it became very hazy and hard to see pits and tearaways in the stone path, you find the haze closing in once again. Looking down to your
mist
feet.
is back.
Yeah, the mist is back. You look down to your feet. There's no holes in the path. The path is pretty good in shape. May, being a ranger and leading the way as you did before, give us a survival check.
Well,
What number?
12.
Oh, 12. I'm sorry. Okay, 12. All right. So you, as you're going on, Fergus is leading. The haze starts to close in, and it's very, very difficult to see. May continues to take care of the party and make sure we're all going in the right direction and keeping in contact with each other as we're making our way through. It gets to a point where we can barely see 5 feet ahead of each other, just silhouettes of each other. And she's keeping people together, going in a straight line. At that point, as it becomes very, very hazy, Fergus steps a little bit further ahead of you guys, and you can hear his voice, and he'll say, "Just follow along. I'll lead you to him." Moments later, you can't see him. He's completely gone.
Perception check, see if there's any, I can pick up any sign of him. 23.
23. You can hear his hooves. He is a tiefling, clacking on the stone in the distance. More so off to the right.
Quick little bastard, isn't he? All right, continue along. I don't think this is the portal, so I'm not looking to start anything yet.
As you continue along, you can hear Fergus once again as he begins to chant something in a kind of magical language from beyond, somewhere beyond in the haze. Jackson will look pretty worried and yell out to Habe, "Nah, he's double-crossing us. He knows something's up."
Language is that?
I think it was Infernal they were using.
Infernal? Anybody understand Infernal?
Nope.
Oh, do you? Uh-huh.
I said no.
I know Infernal.
Ah.
Do you? Nice.
Guys, what's he saying?
All
What
right.
is he saying?
Fergus is chanting almost like a rhyme / casting a spell, and he's saying, "To the stars, take them away. The enemies of Raywind will be gone." And he's rhyming the words off as he goes, like he's making rhymes out of it. It's soft, and it starts to pick up as you continue on.
Is he calling us enemies of Raywind?
Yeah, I guess you would get that.
Sounds pretty sketchy.
Do we
I'll
know where he
relay that
is?
to the party. Be very worriedly.
She turns around and relays to the party.
My tiefling friend, what the hell?
Suddenly you can feel below your feet a little uneasy on the terrain. The bricks below you, you can hear the sound of the bricks falling one by one. Just the loose scraping of stone on stone. A little weight and then plunging into some unknown water or liquid in the distance.
Not good.
A tiny shake starts off at first as it begins to grow more violent.
This path is coming apart, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a athletics or acrobatics at this point.
$14.
Nice.
8.
Uh-oh.
16.
16, okay. I'll roll some for the other guys here. We got some different numbers. Okay. The path itself starts shaking until it becomes unstable and begins to give way. You try to jump or backtrack, but you find yourself falling. Kylok, you find yourself completely knocked prone and falling as some of the bricks kind of hit you here and there, battling you as you go downwards. You fall into this mist or haze in the distance until you can no longer make out anything. People beside you, left, right, whatnot. The haze eventually becomes a pretty bright grayish white until it gives way to streaks of light as you feel yourself falling through which you can only describe as like a portal or time or space.
We've been through a few of them, so
You feel as if you're falling at impossibly high speed, tumbling out of control. You see what you think are stars or glimpses of light that flash past you, and in the distance you can just make out a blue, almost rectangle doorway of light. For those who rolled in the teens, got a pretty high roll, you're able to stabilize yourself and move as you're falling. Kylo having a lower number, you're tumbling kind of out of control. The door is over to your right, but you seem to be drifting left.
So, like, we're able to maneuver ourselves a bit as we're falling?
Yes.
All right, so trying to get to the door.
All right.
Can I see Kylok?
You can see blurry images next to you as you're originally falling through the haze, but as it becomes more and more clear, you can make out each other. Yes, you can see Kylok. He's kind of spinning off to the left.
Okay, so as I see him spinning off to the left, I'm going to call out to him, Kylok, relax, let this happen, and I'm going to use my telekinesis to move him 5 feet towards us.
Oh, okay.
So he has the option of doing opposed intelligent, or sorry.
dexterity.
No, actually, it's it would be a dexterity check, but you have the option of allowing it to happen.
So if I allow it to happen, I'm still kind of not.
You just moved closer.
I just moved closer, but I'm still kind of flailing about unless I relax. Can I do a dex roll to see if I relax?
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
So that it's easier to move?
Mm-hmm.
That's only a 5.
All right. You try to right yourself, kind of relax and give in and let yourself become more, more right up.
So not
I'll
rolling
say.
well.
But you're spinning a little bit out of control. Do you accept his spell to move to the side?
What's that? Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So we start moving back towards the gate itself. All right. Everybody
Just
starts
trying to
moving.
gain some control.
Moving back towards the light in the distance, or the bluish rectangle of light. As you get closer and closer, give us, from everybody, a final athletics or acrobatics check to get through as you approach. Oh, nice. 18, 19, 16.
22.
Woo!
20.
Yeah.
Finally got a roll.
Good rolls. What did May get? I think everybody's pretty good so far.
Sorry, what did I roll again?
Just D20, acrobatics or athletics. Whatever's higher for you.
Okay. 15.
Nice. Okay, fair enough. Everybody makes...
Perception check, make sure everybody's doing okay. 19 on a perception check.
Yeah, all right. You watch the group, make sure the group is all moving correctly together. They all seem to be, and they all manage to go through this blue-like portal in the distance. of which you fall through. You tumble through the door of light and slide across what appears to be a stone floor. You find yourself back on solid ground.
Oof.
Standing up in a room made of green metal walls etched with star charts. The constellations and patterns are beyond with what you are familiar with. At the center of the room, a large helmet sits on a table, glowing. At the southern end of the room, 4 large constructs of metal sit silently.
And do not touch the glowing helmet.
Man, I was going to.
Everybody tumbles into the room. You slide across the floor. You are on a stone floor. The walls are made of a greenish metal, etched with what appears to be star charts that you, at first glance, you can't make heads or tails of. 4 large constructs appear to be in heaps at the far end of the wall, and a helmet in the middle of the room with a glow to it. Jackson himself will stand up and kind of wipe his forehead and say, "Oh, anybody got more healing there? I almost died from just that."
So are we all here?
Everybody appears to be here. You do a head count. The only guy not here is Fergus.
I kind of was afraid that Jackson and Habe would have been kept by their companion.
All right, I'll heal up Jackson. I'm going to use Cure Light Wounds, but I'll cast it at the 2nd level.
Okay.
And I do have one. I have one standard healing. Oh, actually, I have 2. No, I have 1 standard healing potion and 2 +1 healing potions and 1 large healing potion still in my pack.
All right.
So I can give him
17.
whatever he wants.
17 healing?
17 healing.
So it's 19 total. Okay.
Yep.
Is that 19 of 38?
Plus 5.
All right, in that case, I'm going to use a healing potion.
39. I'm sorry. 19 of 39.
I'll use one of the +1 healing potions. What's the healing potion again? What does it do?
2d8 2d4 plus 2 is what a healing potion does.
That's what we did.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
And then +1 for the +1. Ooh, nice. I rolled 8. So 10, 11.
Nice. Good. Okay, cool. You heal up. Get some HP back. All right. You guys land in the room. You take a few minutes to heal up. Everything's quiet. Nothing's moving. You have all the time in the world. Manage to cast some spells, get some health back. Begin to look around.
Okay, so green walls, table, shiny helmet, and 4 constructs in piles.
At the far end of the room, yeah. So far, as you can see.
I'm going to scout the floor for any kind of uneven tiling that could be a trap.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll perception.
Go for it.
What's my perception bonus? $11.
11. Okay. All right. So using an 11 and scouting around the room looking for things you've seen before, traps and whatnot, you can come away with some lines in the floor. So it is a regular stone room, but something about it to you appears odd. Near the center of the room, before the table, there's some lines in the floor that indicate a pattern. Maybe as if a large area in front of the table could open or alter in some way.
Okay, large lines in front of the table, guys.
All right, while he's checking that out, I'm going to go check out the constructs.
All right.
Yeah,
what I was specifically looking for, I want to get an idea, see if I can determine. You said they were in piles?
They seem to be almost like humanoid type automations or clockwork type creatures.
They appear to be together still.
How do you want to figure that out?
They're in pile. I'm taking a look at them. I'm not looking to start poking at them with a stick or anything, but I'm looking to like, are the arms still apparently connected? Do the legs appear to be connected, or are they just loose, broken piles?
3 of them, yes. 1, no. 1 is broken. It looks like the head is off, and part of the chest is missing parts.
So I'll relay that to the rest of the group. 3 of these things appear to be working-ish order. One's in parts, though.
Okay.
Maybe we should get them all into parts.
Well, I'm afraid if we start banging at these things, that might just wake them up.
Anybody else think the helmet controls them?
Oh,
I do.
only one way to find out.
Oh no.
Jackson, I heard.
Poor
Let
Jackson.
Ragnar do it.
Jackson will touch whatever. He has no issue.
We know.
He might even taste it.
Well, why don't we clear off these lines that you saw on the floor there, Kyler, see if we can figure out what this pattern is. So
Well,
we're gonna-
it's a break in the floor. It's not so much a pattern, right? It's a pattern as in a line, but it's a break in the floor, right?
So it looks like something might, like this pedestal or whatever might pull away and go underneath.
Yeah, or something can slide through it and slice us in half.
Happy thought. Thank you for that.
Just in case you put your hand over it, I don't want you to lose your playing fingers. What's a bard with no fingers?
A singer.
Yeah, there you go.
An orator. So I'll take the what do I have with me? I'll just take the little. I'm sure I have like a tool that goes
Okay.
with the leather working stuff.
Okay.
Just take one of the tools out of there and kind of just test the edge of the line. Kind of stick it in the edge, just
Okay.
like sticking a butter knife in a door crack.
Okay, fair enough. Take some of the tools out and you start going along the various lines and messing with it a little bit. And you can start to see on the outside pattern, I guess, away from the middle of the table, there's some hinges, clear hinges that are recessed into this thing, giving you the idea it's going to open somehow.
Does it look like it drops out below us, or does it open up?
From the way it is, you don't think it's going to drop or open straight up. It may it moves somehow. You can see some. You're using it like a butter knife, and you're kind of looking in there. You can see
just
maybe
kinda
like a gear
Digging
at one point.
the dirt away from in there. Okay.
Okay, you get come across like a gear, so it may shift or recess.
Okay, so it's a mechanized door of some sort. Take a look along the walls, guys. See if there's switches or anything. Can I
I'm gonna-
determine which part looks like it opens? Whether it's the part we came in on, or whether it's the part that's under the table.
In front of the table, there'd be almost like a large square or rectangle.
Okay.
Going out from the table and going this way towards the table, and you would think in the middle, that massive line in the middle would somehow open up that way. Clearly.
Okay. How big is this pattern?
How big is the pattern in the floor? I would say,
Yeah.
let's say 10 feet square.
10 by 10. Okay.
Yeah.
How big is the room?
Room is really big. We're gonna say almost 60 by 60.
Okay, so it's a large square room with a large square trap door in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You mentioned fanning out. So Tessa Gans, Ragnar, who else we got? Habe, Jackson will start moving out in the room looking like you're instructing them at the walls and various other things. If anybody else wants to specifically look at anything or go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm also gonna look for something to trigger the trapdoor thing.
Okay.
I'm also going to say make sure nobody stands on this part, where we're assuming that it opens.
Well, like I can use my telekinetics to lift the helmet off if we want to trigger it without standing there, but I'm concerned that's going to wake these things up.
Well, we should probably, I don't know, take the helmet, I would think.
Got a 16 for perception for searching.
16 on a perception for searching. You start moving around the room looking at various patterns and things on the wall. There's a lot of stuff to look at and see, but beyond the table on the far wall, the opposite side of the constructs, you can see a pattern in the wall, almost kind of like Cal has found on the floor, but etched into the wall. 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide, looks like almost two massive doors. You can make doors out of the other etchings in the wall and clearly see that there would be two panels right there that look like they would be part of something.
Which wall is this on?
We'll say the northern wall. We'll say northern wall would be that. The southern wall would be the constructs. Center of the room would be the helmet.
Which wall did we come in on?
You kind of just came in from
No,
beyond.
but what end of the room are we on?
We'll say you came in from the south and skidded, onto the floor towards the table.
So we went past the constructs when we
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna point this out to the rest of the party.
Okay. So she'll show you that beyond the lines and the other etchings on the wall and whatnot, that these lines she found could be reminiscent of 2 large doors.
Why don't we try and push on those lines to see if it actually gives?
Okay. Jackson will go up there with Habe. They'll give it the old pirate heave-ho. They'll put their shoulders into it and hit on it. You could hear a thumping, a distant echo, kind of like when they really hit it hard, of the metal reverberating, but no give in any way.
Just FYI, Joel got back to me. He won't be joining us.
Oh,
He just got in from they were away all weekend, so he just got
Okay.
back.
maybe next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Get Ragnar. We need Ragnar of the window.
Yeah. Ragnar of
The
of
pack
window.
mule.
The carrier of the window and everything else.
He'll be like, I'm carrying what? It's got 100 million things on him.
So we went looking for a trigger and we found another thing to open.
Found another thing to open.
No levers, no ropes, no
Well,
Pressure plates.
pressure plates or thumb.
Look at
Inserts.
the term pressure plates, Kylo, and you've seen many of them in this dungeon. You're looking around. I mean, any of these could be pressure plates. You're seeing etchings in the wall that, like I said, are kind of like star patterns and constellations. Anything could kind of form up to be a plate. It's kind of deceiving.
Okay, so with the group perception, because we've all been looking, is there anything that's vaguely familiar that we may have seen in our journeys?
The only other thing you can see is studying the walls and whatnot as you're going. At one part of the wall, on the left wall, you'll see a constellation more so that you recognize it. Being a folk hero and being out and traveling, being a ranger, you can notice something that you're familiar with. Just a pattern of stars over there. It doesn't 100% mean anything to you. Other than that, looks familiar, that's all.
Is it grouped with other stars?
Yes.
With other stars. Okay, so what is the you need me to roll something to decipher it, or
Well, you can figure it out. So you can see the stars and you can say, okay, here we
Okay,
are. I'm familiar with this constellation here, but beyond this doesn't make any sense. I don't know this part of the sky.
okay, so does that sky appear near the doorway that May found, or is it somewhere else?
See, I see like all over the walls.
No, but this one
Oh,
constellation
yours? No, just to the left. We'll say to the left of the table.
to the left of the table.
Yeah.
On the walls.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other pictograms or anything that are different than the stars near each constellation?
Okay.
Wouldn't be celestial in origin. Would be
Would be different.
like an anchor to something.
So far as you can see, no.
So I'm assuming this is a chart of some sort to direct people in this room on how to do something.
Definitely, 100%. You're like, wait a minute, I've been through this enough. I know puzzles, I know traps. This is something, obviously. You can see, like I said, little constellations, little things. At certain parts, there's larger holes, almost like gem-shaped sized holes. But there's many of them in the walls, and you could assume they would be more astrological. They would be maybe moons or suns or something.
Okay, if I put the the goggles on, the crystal lenses, does it change my perception?
What were the crystal lenses again?
I don't know. You just said crystal lenses with a faint aura. We haven't been able to
ID them.
ID anything. So
I think what those ones did was help you see more clearly, gave you a bonus to perception out of the game.
Okay.
So in this case, no.
no.
what happens if you trace the constellation that you know, like just with your finger?
Okay, I traced the constellation with my finger just for fun.
All right, it's fair enough. You never know, right? So you do so in a pattern that you would say, okay, this is, reminiscent of an animal or an object type thing on the wall. Nothing does react from it. It's a good idea, and it could be something, but in this case, it is not.
Could the constellation be pointing to something?
Yeah, okay. All right. Constellation definitely would have a meaning with north, south, east, and west.
You say there's a hole under it, like something should fit there.
Yeah, like beyond the constellation, there would be a hole, like a large hole, not too deep in the wall, goes in a couple inches or whatnot.
What shape is the hole?
How do you mean? Like it'd be a circular hole,
Would it be-
spherical.
Can I
Sure.
stick my finger in the hole?
Yes.
How big is said hole?
May will put her hand. She'll see the constellation. She'll go beyond. There'll be a hole there, unrecognizable. Doesn't understand what it is, kind of thing. But puts her hand in there, which is always a good idea. Put your hand in
I
the hole,
think so.
and you can feel at the back like where it would end. So where the hole would come to an end, and it would probably be flat or whatever the deal is. You can feel 3 divots, so to speak. You can kind of slide your fingers into these 3 divots that go beyond the back of the wall. So it would be flat, then there'd be 3 little mini holes kind of thing.
Okay.
But her whole hand can fit in.
Her hand can fit in. She could put her hand in there.
So something with 3 protruding things at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah. You're right. No, 3 protruding things.
Didn't we
Yeah.
have a dagger or something to that effect?
I'm not sure. As she's explaining it, I'm going to ask, does it feel... Okay, so I'm going to show her the gold leaf with Sapphire's brooch.
Hmm.
Does it look like this would fit in there?
No.
Or does it feel like 3 rings would make an impression in it?
She can. Let's see. If this is the back of the hole, like a flat wall, right? And she goes like this. She can feel like beyond that there would be room for 3 things.
So it feels more like something slotted
Yeah.
than
Yes.
flat going against it. Okay,
Correct.
so the rings are out. I was thinking I still have those Lich's rings. That's all I have.
I have even less.
Gans, you got a lockpick that you could use in this situation?
No, I don't think I do.
I'm asking the thief, Gans.
Oh,
Or the-
Gans.
I'm sorry, Gans, the rogue.
I am no thief. He'll come over.
Second edition.
All right, he'll look in. He'll peer into the thing and take a look inside. He'll say, "Oh, that's odd. It's, I mean," he says it could be a lock, but it's not a lock that would take a lock pick. I would have no idea how to pick this lock.
Can we roll like a wisdom check or something to see if we can think of what would fit in that?
Okay, yeah.
19 plus
Good roll.
3.
Oh,
So 22.
22. All right. May's really studying it. She's looking at this. She's looking about the room. She's been around the room. She's seen different things. And one thing that
It
will
really hurts.
one thing that will grab her attention, being that she's put her hand in there and she's felt it. And she's kind of looking around for some ideas and some thoughts. She looks over to the constructs, and the constructs, being metal beings and whatnot, have hands with 3 fingers.
Ah,
We have to get the constructs.
All right, let's try the broken one to start.
Clairval, didn't you study those things? How come you didn't come up with that?
I point at Kyle, send a message. Fuck you. I'll go check the one that's broken apart, see if I can find a hand on it.
Easily enough. You make your way to the far end of the construct, and you're able to come away with a broken construct hand.
All right, who would like to do the honors?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I've already stuck my whole hand in there anyway.
Lucky
Maid
no
takes
spiders keep
the
crawling out.
the metal construct hand with the 3 fingers. Now, what are you gonna do, Maid? You gonna use it?
Yes.
All right, make your way over, and you take the construct hand, and you're gonna reach it.
She's doing that. I'm going to actively be watching the 3 constructs and the helmet in the middle.
Okay, all right.
Jackson, watch the wall where we saw the door impression. See if anything changes on that.
Okay.
Kylark, you keep an eye on May.
Okay.
Okay.
If she gets electrocuted, I'll try to push her off of it.
Concentration check. Concentration check. What is let me think about this. Is this based on what am I going to use for this? I want to use I can't think of the stat. What's the stat? Not charisma. It starts with
Yep,
a
is
C.
it- Oh, Constitution?
Constitution. Everybody give me Constitution checks to try to concentrate on the tasks Clairval has asked you.
11.
All right.
6.
Actually, 12. 12.
I'm only paying attention to Maze. Something
Alright.
happens, I think I'm going to see it.
All right. She takes the
Do I need to
construct.
as well?
No, you have the construct hand. You take the construct
Okay.
hand, you make your way over to the wall. You place the construct hand into the hole, and it fits perfectly all the way around. You press it in so that the 3 prongs of the fingers line up with the 3 divots at the back, and you begin to like push on it, pull it, turn it, whatever. You turn it, and you can hear it move with a grinding sound as it locks in and clicks. At that point, the entire room seems to go dark as all the constellations on the wall light up with a brilliant white light. Small stars, larger planets and whatnot will be reflected with different colors, blues and yellows, spheres of light depicting suns, darker ones rimmed in white depicting black holes and whatnot, all about the room. Light up, even on the door or the doors at the far end. In the middle of the room, before the table, the 2 pieces of the floor begin to to shake and pull away. As they pull away, a device from below kind of raises up, not too far. It was about a foot below, and it raises up more so to the center of the room, depicting like a large, round, sharp object, metal disc, and in the disc there are let's see, there is 1 hole at the center of the disc, and a series of smaller holes here and there all about. Kylo, you, yes, of course, lose complete concentration on that and just begin to look about the room at all the different goings on. Everything lighting up, things flashing at the center of the
Wow.
room opening. Anybody who concentrated on their task will look at their task. Constructs aren't moving. Helmet didn't move for anybody who was concentrating on that.
Yes, Jackson's super focused on it. I see him over there.
Jackson looking around the room. Eventually, everything will quiet down, and you'll just have this light humming about the room as everything is lit up. The room is lit up from the colors and the things going on.
Just the base door open, not the other door. Right.
Correct. Correct.
So, can we see below the floor now, or did just the thing rise up and there's nothing that we can see underneath?
Right. Yes. Just the thing rose up. You can see nothing underneath.
So the stone slab slid back, and this thing rose up. So there's a pedestal with a disc with holes in the hole in the center and a bunch of holes around the edges.
So basically, the table moves back with the helmet still there. The pedestal will rise up. At the center of the pedestal is like a recess, almost like a bowl cut out where like a sphere could go. There's little divots all over the side and decorations of very sharp triangles and imagery associated with the disc. About the room again, the stars in the constellation were lit up with tiny little balls of white light. And then along the walls at various areas and stages, there's different glowing lights of yellow suns, white light depicting whatever, blue, maybe watery planets type thing, all different, all over the room.
And are the lights focused on anything? Are they focused to the center of the bowl?
No, the lights on the walls are just on the walls.
Yeah.
Just lit
They're
up on the
just
walls.
shining.
Yes,
they're
correct.
They're just shining, not projecting. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
We
The
were.
divots,
Sorry, go ahead.
the divots in the pedestal.
Mhm.
Are there 8 of them in pairs of 2?
No.
No. In case anyone was wondering, the construct's hands don't go in them.
Oh.
If there were a light placed in the bowl, with the other holes that are in this thing, would that shine light onto the walls?
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, yeah. Like if you put a light, you're saying if you put a light in the center on the platform,
Yeah.
would it shine light into the room? Yes.
Well, no.
I see. Okay.
I'm thinking like, is that if we put a light in this thing, would we then be able to turn it so that it would like put out projections onto the wall that we would be then turning to try and line something up?
Good idea, and you got the idea of how that would work, but from what you're seeing, you wouldn't think that would be the case.
Okay. I thought it was so clever.
It is clever. Too clever for me.
Wrote this on a napkin in his lunch.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Open sesame. That did it, right?
No, not that one.
What are the like size comparisons between this helmet and this dish bowl thing in the center? Does it like look like it fits in it, or would go?
The helmet itself looks like a humanoid-sized helmet, as if a humanoid would wear it, almost like a Charles Xavier type helmet.
Okay.
At the center of the room.
Tess, is any of this does any of this pertain to Sargoth?
She obviously is mesmerized by what's going on in the room and whatnot, and can recognize patterns and different constellations. And she will say, yes, these are constellations viewed from the far realm at places. She'll show you different constellations, like how you saw yours, viewed from where you were, the material realm. She will show you different series here, there, and whatnot. That would be constellations if you were on the far realm, that how they would be viewed.
Okay, so I'm going to ask her, that constellation that I know, this constellation right here, does this represent Ashura? Or not? Whatever your planet
Yeah,
is called.
yes.
Okay. What is your planet called?
Ilmacaria.
Ilmacaria.
Or no, Carnatha, and then Ilmacaria is yeah, Carnatha is
Carnatha? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that represents Carnatha, which is our plane.
Mm-hmm.
May, I don't know if you're from, is she from the same realm as us?
No,
I don't know where I'm from.
she's from somewhere else. We don't know.
Okay, does anything on the wall look like something you'd be familiar with? Because
She's a ranger.
again, she's a ranger with
She's a
survival
ranger,
skills.
so she's a ranger with survival skills, and she spent time. She's looking at the constellations on the wall. She'll come across the familiar one, more over to the right, from a different area further along, but a set of constellations that depict from the realm she's from, that would be viewable from her world.
And does Jackson see one from his world?
Same.
Okay. Or the same constellation or a different constellation?
Oh, like one he would know, one she would know, one you would know.
Okay, so
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
okay. I don't know where this is going, but at least we know that it's an observatory of some sort.
That's right.
And Tess, you're saying that the depictions are as they would be from.
Well, she found constellations that because of what she studies and how she is, that if someone was on the far realm, what they would see. So
Okay.
she's found those as well. She
Tess,
points
have you ever been to the far realm other than our little trip through the astral temple that we went through?
to insight check.
For me?
Yeah,
Or her?
you.
One.
All right. No. She'll say.
What do I roll to see if she's lying?
the insight, which you
Oh,
did, you
okay.
failed.
All right.
She points out.
We feel the rest of us can't do the same check to realize it's full of shit.
All right.
All right. So something goes in the bowl, and it's not. I don't think it's the. Did you? Did anybody loot the or like check the constructs for any kind of thing that they might have been tending to?
No, I did not. I
All right,
specifically touched something until we took the hand off the one broken one.
Maybe we should take a look at what's with them, if they have anything with them.
Yeah, you do a perception check, see if you find anything. I'm going to do an investigation, see if there's any like fluid or anything like that in the broken one there.
Okay.
Okay. So my perception, 17.
Investigation 20.
Okay. All right. What were you perceiving again? Sorry. If they were.
If they have any other, if they have any kind of items with them at all.
Okay. They don't come.
Basically, it's searching through them because they're motionless at the
Right.
moment, and seeing if they've actually got anything sitting near them, boxes, bags.
Okay. You
liquids.
actively search through them to see anything like that, which they don't come away with any other items. They are just them, their parts, their bodies, for lack of a better term. Investigating further, there is liquid there. You can perceive liquid on the ground, and Clairval can investigate that there's a liquid there that seems to grease the automations, but also is dripping from the automations. The one that's broken down and destroyed kind of is pooled underneath it, whereas the other ones, it seems to be used at joints and whatnot in them to
I'm going to see if I can
keep them in
soak some
repair.
of it up.
Okay.
I'll take the shirt that I was wearing that I no longer care about because I've got my dragon shirt.
It's
Try and
old,
soak some of it up and empty it into the bowl.
Okay.
these old tattered rags that he's wearing.
Take the liquid kind of from the automations and wring it out into the bowl, and it comes away. It goes in originally kind of almost like a hydraulic fluid kind of thing, but then it comes away. And it's kind of like a green swirling misty vapor as it's wrung from the shirt. You can drop it down into the bowl, which just kind of hazily sits there, cloudy, kind of a greenish white. It just kind of sits there.
I'm going to borrow the window from Ragnar
Okay.
and put it on the doors on the wall.
Ah, okay. Well, it's a supernatural magic window. That's what it does.
I want to see what's behind those doors.
Good idea. That one goes here.
It's me staring back at me. Oh my
It's
goodness.
me. It was me all along. You can see, you put the window on the wall and it automatically attaches and sucks into the door or the wall, whatever you want to call it. And you can see beyond. It's dark beyond, but you can see in your dark vision 60 feet out into a room made of stone, almost like the rest of the dungeon you'd been in earlier, but large metal pipes are run across the walls. You can catch, as you look, the scattering of a small creature, four-legged creature, almost rat-like in nature, but clearly altered and different, kind of just scurry up and behind some of the pipes on one of the walls beyond.
Well, that was helpful, wasn't it?
There's a room there.
Oh, there's a room behind the door, guys.
You can see it.
I don't know if that means anything. And there's pipes there, and I don't know if it feeds anything or it's supposed to be fed by this machine. So when he put the hydraulic fluid in there, nothing happened, right?
Nothing
When it drained down.
Correct. Kidding.
You and your damn puzzles. Oh,
Oh, we got a bot. Woohoo! We
I
finally
get
got the
it, I
famous
got it.
bot. He came from Cal's stream.
oh, you should have seen last night. Turbo Guy had 3 raid him at once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
I got it.
Yeah.
At least this one has a normal name. Nope, we don't want to be famous. Thank you.
I want to be famous.
We want to be. We want to be
You don't
infamous.
speak for me.
We want to be infamous, known for killing bots the world round.
Yeah. So Kylo looks into beyond the doors, and he can see a room that's reminiscent of the dungeon you've been in before, with odd pipes on the walls. Something had scurried around in there, but doesn't lead him to any other
There's
information.
something alive in here.
Something alive down here. How'd he come back so quick?
There's two.
Oh, that was a magic trick.
We're gonna carry her computer away in a second.
I have nowhere
Want
else
to
to
try and
go.
mess with the helmet?
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
the window back out of the wall.
Okay, window back in the wall onto Ragnar Jackson's game.
All right.
Who's putting helmet on?
Well, let's try and just see what happens when we lift it off. So I'll use the telekinetics
Okay.
to lift the helmet off the pedestal, see if anything happens. So if you're looking at those constructs.
Okay, you lift the helmet from the table. Nothing does react in any such way. The constructs don't move, anything like that. The helmet will be floating in the air where you have it with the telekinesis.
I'll bring it over to me. The stuff that we've been hit with, that's when we've been touching stuff, has been more mind altering.
Mm-hmm.
Might I suggest that maybe I give this a go, or if somebody else wants to give it a go, I'll give them some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to give you bardic inspiration. I'm going to give you a nice little pep talk about how great you are, May, and I have confidence in you, and you can do this
So much faith.
because you're good enough, you're smart enough. Doggone it, people like you.
I don't know if that's true for a tiefling, but okay.
It's true. It's true for you, May.
Oh, okay.
You. So you'll have an
On the
extra 6
And
if
you
have
got this.
All right.
helmet is on.
She's gonna take and put the helmet on. All right.
Something better happen after all that.
Snap, crackle, pop.
May you put the helmet on, and you're instantly overcome with a bunch of different voices in your mind. You take 1 point of psychic damage right away, as
Okay.
the helmet
Yay.
bursts into your mind and thoughts. You can hear the chattering of many different people all around you, as well as some unknown Sential-type minds nearby. You have a feeling that wearing the helmet has given you sight into others' thoughts. But at the moment, everybody's talking at once.
Can I attempt to focus in on a specific person?
You can try. Who do you want
Alright,
to...
I'm gonna focus in on Clairval.
All right. Give us a wisdom check.
You don't want to know what's in his mind.
In the mind of Clairval.
Okay. 9.
Did you add a d6?
No, I'm gonna add the d6.
Oh, for the bardic inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Plus 5, so
Oh.
14.
Nice. All right, she's able to calm down most of the other voices and pinpoint what she thinks is Clairval until she homes in on it. Clairval, what are you thinking right now?
Focus on this, May. You got this. You can do this.
All right, you can hear him perfectly in your mind. You can almost see out of his eyes as well. You can see yourself in the helmet out of his eyes.
Whoa.
As she talks, you can hear her in your mind.
Testing. Is this thing on?
Trippy.
Woo.
Is this a side effect to the message spell that I cast earlier? No.
Okay, so I'll be like, I can read minds, guys.
She says that, but only Clairval can hear that.
Oh shoot.
Oh, so she's not able to speak out of her.
So
She can't speak.
Oh, sorry. Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. I'm saying
No,
out
she
loud
says it out
like-
loud. Okay, yes, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad. She's like, I read minds.
I can hear in my head. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little disconcerting. No offense, man. But let's just put that aside for now.
Can you impose any kind of will on him?
I'm gonna try.
See if he can play us a ditty.
Ooh, I gotta think about the check. Here. Ooh. Huh. Let me think about that. That's a good one. I would have to say will saving throw from Clairval.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Oh man.
You attempt,
Jesus.
but his mind is too strong.
He's
You
strong
actually
with the force.
suffer 4 points of psychic damage from the blowback.
Oh man.
As you try to infiltrate his mind and take him over, but it fires back at you. His mind is strong.
So the psychic damage is actual damage, right?
Yes.
Ow, Clairval, goddamn.
You gotta be gentle with me, man. You gotta- Buy a man a drink first.
So
Why am I drink?
why can I read minds is probably the question.
I'm guessing it's the helmet, but
Well, yeah.
Unless it's
So
some
what is
latent
the purpose?
power.
might have
Like,
some
why?
type of telepathy imbued on it. We'll have the item investigated later, but we definitely want to set that aside because
Ooh, wait, one more thing. Before you put that helmet aside, can you concentrate on one of the constructs?
All right. I will attempt to read a construct.
constructs a mindless
Provided you're still feeling alright.
definition.
Yeah. I'm
Roll a
good.
wisdom save, though.
What?
What?
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, okay.
See what you did, Kylo? You did this
I'm
to her.
just trying to get us out of this
10.
room.
10.
Using
Uh,
all the tools
you-
available.
you listen to Kyloke and and Clairval, and their differing opinions on it, and you concentrate, try to put the voices out of your head, and because you can feel other minds around, you can feel something else beyond. And you look over at or aim towards the constructs and start to think about the mind, and you can get something. There's a haze in there, and you start to concentrate, but you haven't broken through. With a 10, you can't quite grasp it. It's a little different than getting into Clairval's mind. It didn't quite work that time.
Okay. Everyone stop thinking so loud.
Okay, I've got an idea to help you here, man. You trying to focus?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play some music to draw everyone's attention for me so that everyone is listening to the song. So everyone's thoughts are focused on one thing.
Okay.
They're focused on the song. So May can try and pick out what's different from that.
Perfect. Okay. We'll give her advantage.
Performance
yeah.
check.
Yeah, go for a performance. Make sure it's good.
That would be an 18.
Oh, wonderful performance. Get the attention of
One of your
everyone.
best,
in
sir.
the room.
All right. And I'm rolling wisdom.
Go for wisdom with advantage.
All right.
Which is a D6, right? On the advantage?
No, roll twice. Pick the highest.
Oh, roll twice. Oh, roll twice. Okay.
Hey, 19 plus 3, 22.
Nice.
You manage to break through into one of the construct's minds, and you find something there. It's different. It seems very, very alien and very limited in its abilities. You can't really get much thoughts. There's not too many thoughts, but you can see out its eyes.
Can I make it move?
Using your 19, which we're gonna keep, you can make it move.
Ooh. Make it stand up. Unless it's already standing.
It'll stand up. Clairval, you notice the
Whoa!
construct
Guys,
far into the room.
the constructs are moving. May, whatever you're doing is having an effect.
I moved it.
And that last part of the song was a little off key there, Claire. Startled from the construct.
Construct will stand up, and you're getting a limited image out of his mind. He seems to focus on the wall, on part of the constellations, something that has drawn his attention. Seems to be a large red star.
Is she
All right.
relaying any of this to us?
I'm gonna relay the red star.
Okay.
Okay. Now you say it's limited. Can you gather any recent commands given to it, or does it have memories at all?
Does it?
Okay, you can break into you're in its mind. You can get its very limited cognitive ability, and you're absolutely right. It's a good term. There is recent commands. Recent commands are fetch or retrieve, and you see the red giant, so to speak, on the celestial wall.
Okay, so it was last fetching things for people.
See if you can fetch or retrieve any of the like larger constellation things.
Can I repeat the last command? Make it do the last thing it did again?
Yes, we'll keep your 19 because that's what you're doing. You're interacting the whole time. You're going to get it to repeat its last command. The actual construct or automation will move across the room out towards the disc at the center with a clank on the stone below. You can hear a little bit of steam escape from it as it moves, and some of the fluid drips out. It moves over to the far left wall, and it goes to a specific area on it, of which it extends its arms, reaches into the wall, and pulls away a glowing sphere of red light.
Wait. What constellation is that?
Not one that you're familiar with. Not one
Not that any of us are familiar with?
Will the sphere fit in the
For a star.
What was that about the star?
I said,
it
hopefully. Sorry. Go ahead, May.
I was to say, is it the same size as the bowl
Yes.
divot? Okay.
I have an idea what the door does, so let's just be careful here. Does
Yep.
anybody recognize that constellation?
You can say that out loud to everybody?
Yeah.
Roll an insight.
Got some liars in here.
What's my
Oh!
insight? 5.
All right. I get a 1. You're saying that, and as you're looking about the room, you'll notice you were speaking with Tessa and interacting with her, and her eyes will go over that when she sees it come out of the wall, as if she'll recognize. It doesn't say anything like that, but you're looking at people and whatnot. She'll react when that's pulled.
Tessa, are you familiar with that?
Or you ask her directly, she'll say yes. It's a red star.
You wanna be a little more
It's
forthcoming than that?
it's a red giant, a sun viewed only from the far realm.
Yes, but you reacted in a way that you're familiar with the actual location of that red sun.
She'll explain that that's something that's very familiar and very traditional that could be viewed from the far realm. She would have known that for some reason.
All right, I'm gonna take the red sphere thing.
You were wearing the helmet to send. Oh, like the construct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Go over, take it, and put it in the bullet thing.
And put it in the
I
bowl.
have no way to intimidate her because my intimidation is
Mhm.
-1. So.
All right, Kylo and Tessa are having a conversation at the far end of the room. You guys notice the automation take the red giant star from the wall and begin to move towards the center dais as if to put it into the bowl. Anybody want to do anything, or let the automation continue?
Let it go.
Okay.
Tessa, tell me more about this constellation that you know.
She says there's 2 major ones, a white dwarf and a red giant. The red giant is bad. The construct moves to the center of the
Hey,
room
you might want to stop.
and goes to put the sphere
Bad
in the
in
bowl.
it. May, you might want to stop. Just for a second. Don't drop that thing in the bowl.
Okay, do I hear him in time?
Do a Kylo. Do a shoot. I can't think of the word. Not
Persuasion?
persuasion.
15.
Okay, fair enough. Nice enough. You're able to persuade her to stop interaction at the moment. She doesn't hear your conversation, doesn't know what's going on, but you persuade her to stop the construct as he's near the center of the dais.
Okay, I filled them in that Tessa said that the red giant is bad. So Tessa, why is it bad? What's bad to you?
She says it brings chaos and destruction. It is a sign of days of the future.
Okay, so I'm gonna just tell everybody that what my theory is about the door. That these little suns all the way around the room, because there's one for each one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Opens a gateway to that plane.
So,
Judging like with the equipment that's through that we saw through the window, that somehow it creates a portal through that doorway that's going to open up. That's my theory, my working theory.
Yeah, let's try put that to the test then. Let's grab the sun from ours, try putting it in and see if that's opening a doorway to what we think might be our plane.
Okay. I also Tess mentioned that the white sun, whichever one is white, is. Wait a minute. Did you say the white sun is good, or just that the red sun is bad?
It's bad.
Tessa.
She says the white dwarf brings hope.
And again, hope for who?
She says that is a matter of opinion.
Hope for Sargoth or for someone else?
Do an insight check.
20.
There we go.
She'll just smile, but you kind of get the impression that
Damn it, Tess.
hope for else. Hope for else.
For else?
Else, yeah, not for Sargoth.
Not for Sargoth. Hope for else. All right, let's test your theory, Clarabelle. About our sun.
Separate the sun from ours.
Okay, so you conveyed to May to have the automation drop the red dwarf, or you want to physically go over and try to remove something?
You're gonna have her use the automaton to put the red back, and then use it to retrieve our sun.
Okay, so you make your way over to a constellation that Kylo would have known, and to pick where the sun would be. Use the automation to collect a sphere of yellow light and bring it over to the center of the room.
Okay.
I like the focus.
All right.
My
the-
mind to your mind.
the idea to put the yellow sun in the bowl.
All right. I do that.
Okay. Construct will do that. He'll kneel down before and put the yellow sun in the bowl.
I am dunk.
It does light up in the dais type thing, but nothing reacts.
I could be wrong.
Dais turn it all?
Does the dais turn?
Oh, those holes in the side of it, are they hand holes? Like just grips?
Kind of looks familiar.
Jackson and Ragnar, give me a hand. We'll try to move this thing.
Okay. All right.
Is there any kind of Clarabelle, you check this over. Did you see any kind of arrow marking to?
I'm trying to turn it myself right now.
Oh, you're trying to turn it with us? Okay.
Well, I was trying to turn it without you.
Assuming that it's going to be pretty heavy. Okay, so there's 4 of us trying to turn it then. I don't know where we're turning it to because we don't know if there's an arrow or anything that marks a center point.
Correct.
Try turning it clockwise.
All right, on Clarabelle's mark. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right, you guys want to turn it? Okay, you're going to turn it clockwise. You have enough strength. No issue there. You're able to move the dice around in a circle-like pattern about the room. As it clicks and moves around the room. You can hear the gears spinning and other things starting to whirl in motion. And you have the sun from your world in it, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me see what I have.
He actually didn't have a solution to this puzzle. He's just making it up as he goes.
Yeah, I know.
I was seeing if I had a different outcome for. Yeah, it's not gonna react. No, so you're gonna move it. It can move around. It'll move around the room, but it's not gonna react in any way that you'd notice in the room. You
I
just
think we need that
move it.
red dwarf thing.
Want to go the chaos route?
Let's go the chaos route.
Well, she said the red dwarf, or no, sorry, the red giant was chaos, and the white dwarf was hope,
Hope.
right?
Hope for
Yeah.
else.
Is there a white dwarf as well? Like, can I see that?
Well, you have the helmet on right now. Looking
Is
out of the
Construct.
okay, looking out of the construct sides at the various positions on the wall, there is a lot of different planets and astrological things on the wall. There are a couple that would that could be maybe considered that larger or smaller white planet type spheres on the wall.
Okay. What do you guys think?
My theory's
Any-
now panning out at the moment.
Any particular white star speaking to you?
I'm not hearing voices in my head.
Does Tessa know which one is the one she's talking about?
I'm going to send a message to May. Don't try and focus on Tessa for your mind reading. I'm concerned about the backlash you might feel on that.
No, I was just gonna ask her.
I know. I knew you were asking. You can ask all you want. I'm just sending you a message.
Okay.
Message to not try and do the site, kind of concerned to what might happen if you do.
Asking
pretty sure
asking the
she's-
question to her.
I'm sure she's not alone in there.
She will point out of the 3 or 4 images you may think it could be. She will narrow it down and she'll say, that one. She'll point right at it. She'll know.
Okay, I grabbed that one.
All right, use construct to move over and grab that sphere from the wall. You have ultimately a white sphere of light from the wall in the automation's hands.
Alright, put that one in the bowl.
Move over and remove the other one and put that one in the bowl.
Check it out.
I'll take the one that was ours.
Okay, you gonna take the other one back?
Yeah, I'm not putting it back into the wall. I'm taking it.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna keep it with you?
Yep.
Oh, so they're not hot or anything.
They're not hot. No, they're just light.
Okay. So,
So
so
I-
we don't need the construct to lift them.
Correct.
No, I'm just having fun.
She's having
Well,
fun.
no,
She's
that's
got- she
fine. I
controls
was-
the construct.
Rain on her parade, Kylo.
I was afraid that the constructs were there for that reason.
She gets the construct and she puts the white dwarf in the bowl at the center of the room. As she does so, you can see a reaction begin then at that point to go on. The lights on the wall seem to go out and move until most of the planets have vanished into darkness, and all that's left is light from the stars, the white light of the stars. The white light of the stars begin to move around the room until they collect into the center of the room, across each other, and form a humanoid figure. In the center of the room is, for lack of a better term, a celestial dwarf. He is made completely out of light, his outline of the stars. He holds in his hand an axe, not menacingly, just down, and a shield. As he appears in the room, he makes his way to the far end where the door is at the north end of the room. Waves his hand as the wall disappears and a shimmering patch of light is in its place. He will then kneel down at the side and wait.
Well, seems ungrateful not to go through the door after he came all the way down here to open it for us.
Where do you think he came from? So we can't see the construct behind the door anymore. It's just a shimmering wall of white light.
The construct behind the door?
Yeah, the pipes and everything. Whatever the machine was that was behind it.
Correct. At the moment, right.
Or are we all going, or are we?
Yeah, we're all going. Well, like, if some of us go and some of us don't, we are not getting back together. I don't think.
Let's wait 5 minutes for the other. Just kidding. Let's
I'm gonna store the helmet away so I can.
Take the helmet off, but keep it with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to bring your construct friend with you.
I could. Can I do that?
Well, if she's controlling the construct, she can't walk.
Jackson
Can
carry
I?
it.
Well, you can control the construct. You are in its mind. You are looking out its eyes. So you yourself can't physically. You can talk, but you can't physically. Yeah, move.
Oh, we can send the construct through.
Yeah. Can I send it out? Can I send it through first?
Sure.
All right. I'll do that.
Maybe
Okay.
that's how the other one
Better
got
not
broken.
melt her mind with the disconnect.
Is there something you can do to protect her mind?
I'm going to do a bardic inspiration in case she needs to roll a save.
Can I pick myself up with the construct so the construct is carrying me?
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
That's creative.
We'll
Yeah.
carry you through. I'd rather keep you here with us here, May.
All right.
Gonna just send the construct through?
I guess so.
Let me think about this. It's okay. All right. Send the construct through. Construct will go through the portal of light and vanish. At that point, yes, you will disconnect with the construct. Take 2 points of psychic damage from the disconnection from his mind, as it is abrupt. And then the helmet, again, you can hear the thoughts of everyone in the room.
Did you see anything before you lost it?
Can't hear you right now. She's got to get control.
I'm gonna take off the helmet so I can hear.
Okay. Take the helmet off, look around the room.
Did
What
I see
happened?
anything before it?
The construct
happened?
only saw pretty much the light of going through the portal, and then he was, in other words, blinded.
Saw light.
So now we're down to 2 constructs.
But if we go through the portal, then we have one already over there.
True, if we end up in the same place.
Right. That is also true. Should we go through the door?
Well, that was the original plan.
Yeah. I don't see anywhere else to go.
Might as well.
Alright, here we go again through another unknown portal. It's kind of our thing.
Does anybody want to do
Yeah.
anything before?
Yeah, before we go, I want to take all of the, like, there were stars at, like, that were clearly with each of these constellations. I know each light in a constellation is a star, but, like, there were clearly, like, stars at the center of these various constellations, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to take those out of there so that, though, if this is some type of portal,
Mm-hmm.
that is being, like, if this is some kind of, like, central hub that other realms are accessed through, they can't be accessed again. So I want to take as many of those center jewels out
Mm-hmm.
as we can.
Okay. All right. You gotta spend some
And
time to do that.
While he's doing that, I'm going to talk to the dwarf.
Make your way over and see the dwarf. How do you want to talk to him?
In Dwarven.
Okay.
And ask him,
What are you doing?
Hello, who are you? Hello there.
You will hear a response in your mind. It's a mixture of Dwarven and Celestial.
Okay.
As he
Dwarven I can understand.
as he responds, and he will just say, "Master, the way is open."
I'm going to ask him what the way to where.
The way to your tower.
Okay. And what purpose do you serve for me?
I am your guardian of the gate.
Are there other guardians?
He says, "The giant, of course."
And where does the giant's portal lead?
The giant slays your enemies, my lord.
When was the last time you performed this action for me?
Good question. Yeah. Oh man, there's a concept of time. Yeah, I would say the last time you passed this way, may it be around 20 years ago.
Was there? How many companions went with me?
Just you undertook this journey.
Okay. Okay, what more can you tell me? Okay, what more can you tell me about how time has passed at the tower?
How do you mean?
So thinking that the tower would have been, if I'm thinking right, that the tower would be a place where he would, like, let's say it's a study or a laboratory or a place of some sort of casting chamber. If the dwarf knows of anything if it's been destroyed, if it's still there, if it's still manned, that type of thing. What's its condition?
The tower is as you left it, though it's been some time. Your automations still run the place for you.
Or automations, okay, good.
Can I hear this conversation going on?
He was speaking to him in a mixture of Dwarven and Celestial, mostly in his mind, but Kylok's speaking out loud, so you can hear Kylok.
Okay. I don't speak Dwarvish. Okay. Nope, I can't. I can't add.
Is there anything I need to take with me? Since it's been so long, remind me if there's anything I need to take with me to return.
He says, well, your cane, my lord. Your cane is your source of your power. As well, if you wish for protection, you may take my axe. And he lifts up an axe made of stars and light.
Okay, I'm going to ask Jackson for the staff.
Jackson has the staff. Reach over, hand it to you. I don't think he has a problem with that.
Okay, and then I'll grab the.
Oh, you cut out for 2 seconds.
Then I'll grab the axe.
All right.
Once I have the staff in my hand, just in case the staff is protecting me against something.
Okay, or cane rather, his cane.
The cane. Okay, and it stays a glowing axe.
It does.
Okay, I'm going to hand the axe back to Jackson just to hold on to.
Jackson puts that in his coat.
You do not learn, Kylok.
You see Habe look at him like, yeah, pirate treasure.
Well, it didn't do anything to me. So. So I gather you will not accompany me on this trip.
He says, I cannot. I am your guardian here.
Is there a guardian on the other side?
He says, I know not what lies on the other side, my lord. Only you go
Tower.
that far.
Okay, I'm going to relay this to the others just really
Okay.
quickly,
All right.
and see if there's anything else that we should ask.
How do we close the portals? Isn't that what we're trying to do?
Okay, I'll ask if it knows about any other portals than the one that he or the giant can open.
He says, the main focus of this is to open the portal to your tower. My lord, that's what you use it for.
Right, but if the red giant had been chosen rather than the white dwarf,
Mm-hmm.
would the destination be the same?
He said, the red giant slays your enemies, my lord. That is his purpose.
So he doesn't open a portal.
Correct.
Let's relay back to them. We chose wisely. Just saying. All right. Is there any actions I need to do for my companions to join me on this journey?
I don't believe so.
So we should be okay to go through the portal. He doesn't know of any way for us to get back, though. So there must be something on the other side that allows us to go somewhere else.
Okay.
All right. What are you thinking?
Unless somebody has another question for me to ask this thing.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Go. Assume I've gathered up all of the other gems that I was going to gather.
Correct. Yes, you did. Have them all gathered away so no one can access them.
Okay. Let's go through.
And we have the axe, and we have the helmet, and we have the celestial gems or whatever they are.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, we can't grab the... Can we grab the white dwarf gem?
It's currently powering the door.
Okay, so it would close the door. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you grab the red dwarf? Or red giant?
Yep. Grab them
Okay.
all.
Keep that one separate from the other. Maybe in an inner pocket, very secure and away from anything.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go through the portal.
All right.
When we
Make
get to the
it,
other side, I want to take a quick break. So
okay.
do whatever.
No issue, man. Make your way through the portal. You feel yourself again, going through time and space until you come out on the other side. You find yourself in a stone hallway, reminiscent of the rest of the dungeon you've been through since the beginning, leading off into the distance. On the walls of this are some of these pipes, some of these odd pipes, big brass pipes that at certain points have little holes in them and steam is coming out. The automation is here. He has made it through, and he is on the other side with you as well in the hallway, quietly broken down.
Is it the same hallway we saw through the window?
It looks reminiscent of it, but not the same. No.
Not the same hallway.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so the window's not that powerful.
Right. No.
That
Correct.
maybe it was showing us something beyond. Okay, so you guys decide what you're doing here.
Take a small
I'll
break
follow
there.
along. I'll be right back.
All right. As you're on the other side.
We're in a hallway now, you said? That's reminiscent of the other hallways that we've seen, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What's behind us?
Behind you again will come to pretty much a dead end. So you'll have a stone ending just a few feet back.
All right. Well, I say we go forward. May, do you want to come yourself, or do you want to bring your new little toy?
Is it here? Can I take it?
Yeah. You sent him through.
All right.
He's here.
Can I make him carry me so I can move with it?
Creatively, yes. Technically, I guess if you use the helmet, you access his mind and have him control his actions, and he's carrying you. It's unique, but you can do it, sure.
Heck yeah.
Blocking suckers.
All right, you march down this hallway with these pipes. So the pipes are on we're going to say the left-hand side of the wall. Big brass pipes. There can be 3 of them connected to the wall, and they at various increments they'll go into the stone wall. Little holes with steam coming out here and there, adding some noise kind of to the room. You make your way all the way down and essentially to the end of the hallway until you come out into a room. Coming out into this room, it's a very large room, more long than it is wide. To the immediate right is about 20 feet to a door, or you can go forward for about 80 feet till you see a stairway that looks like it's leading up to a next level.
Perception check to see if we hear or see anything.
Yes.
21.
21. Okay, so for 21, and we said on 4. Okay. You can hear a clanging coming from the right-hand side behind the door, deeper into what lies beyond that door. Maybe a next room. Something is moving around and clanging against metal.
Rhythmic, like a specific pattern repeating itself, or
for the most part, it does kind of repeat itself. Then it kind of pauses for a little bit of a break, and then it goes again.
Are we hearing something?
Yes.
there's some kind of like clanging going on through that door down there. It seems to like go in a pattern, then pauses and then resumes.
Like a machine?
Well,
Repeating
that's
a
what I
task-
was
repeating a
wondering. If
task?
it was machine, it wouldn't. I don't know as we'd see the pause.
The pause seems to be similar in nature too. So it is kind of timed.
So the rhythm is the same rhythm over and over again with pause
Mm,
before it starts again.
yeah.
So it could be a machine cycling.
See? I don't understand all these fancy doodads.
All this new technology.
Weren't you in like the royal court or something? They have
What is-
automation.
Any of this weird stuff.
Well, we had things like windmills and grain things in the small town I was from. So.
Over yonder, the grain thing.
In the grain house, where the donkeys turn the wheel and turn the.
That's why Kylo's a folk hero. He fought the windmill.
I fought a windmill. Yes, I tilted it. Over.
He's slaying the windmill. Give him more grains.
That and the gazebo.
I don't know what my haunted one background gives me.
Oh,
Something.
haunted one, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
The windmill won when she fought it. That's why she summoned it.
And now it haunts her dreams in every way.
This is why I have to show dominance over the machines.
That's why she ran at the helmet. Grabbed the helmet.
This is why I'm carried like a god by my giant mecha robot.
Oh, is it carrying you now?
Yeah, it's carrying
Ah.
me now.
So we still have our suit of armor with us.
You do.
It's...
All right. So maybe we should open the door,
Sure.
or should we knock at the door?
Open the door.
Okay, make your way over to the right-hand side. You see a single door, and you open the door, and there's a tiny room beyond. The room has...
Marvel opens it, flings the door open, walks in with his charismatic shirt, and goes, "I am here."
You like my shirt?
Do you like my shirt? This room is a strange automation standing in the middle of it, reminiscent of what's carrying May right now. The
Outside.
automation has a hammer on its hand and appears to be making repairs to the pipes on the wall in this room.
How big is the room?
The room, oh, good question. 5, 10, 15, let's say almost 20, 15 tall, 20 wide, has a couple divots. At the north end of the room, there's another door leading beyond, which seems small. It's a smaller door, almost like a closet type door.
Okay. How big are these automatons?
Automatons are pretty tall. They're almost 7 feet tall.
So he's hammering away on one section of the pipe.
So the pipes, when you originally arrived, there was big brass pipes in the wall that went into various sections and had some steam coming out here and there. He's making repairs and upgrading and whatnot, working on pipes on the walls in this room. There's pipes on the southern wall, pipes on the northern wall, some on the ceiling as well. He seems to be using a hammer attached to his arm to make some repairs to various parts.
Area is lit.
I'm going to say everything's in the dark. There's no need for light for these creatures, so...
Are there any actual creatures?
You saw originally with the window some vermin type creatures, but in this room we don't see anything at the moment, no.
Well, we'd have a torch going because we've got...
Yep, humans. So torchlight can light up this room, casting shadows all around the room, right? Dark shadows strict behind the pipes on the wall. The light up of the automaton there as he's moving around the room.
There are walls behind the pipes, right?
Correct, yes.
There's not like a corridor behind the pipe.
I mean, if you didn't have dark vision, you couldn't tell because of how dark the shadows are, right? Cast from the torchlight, but you don't see anything. Just the door to the north.
Go check the door to the north.
All right, you're going by yourself, Kylo.
Nothing else of interest in this room. I'll take Gans with me.
Okay.
Come on, Gans, let's go check out that door.
Gans will say, "Oh, you want to go alone? Just me and you."
No, I don't want to go alone. Come with me.
He says,
It's 15 feet over there.
all right, fair enough. He'll go with you over to the door. He says, "Okay, who should go through first?"
Let's just open it and peer in.
All right. Open the door to number 3. You open the door to number 3. Or why am I saying number 3? I'm reading a map. You open the door. You open the door.
On the map.
You open the northern door beyond, and you're greeted
light
by.
up the torch before I open the door. By
Okay.
the way, Gans can't. I just realized Gans can't see.
Open up the torch and you look in. The room itself is about maybe 8 feet by 8 feet. It's not a very big room at all, but near the center of the room, it's very, very dark on the floor, almost as if the floor itself is crawling. With the torch, you put it in like this. You're like, what? Something's moving in a almost like a 5-foot pattern at the center of the floor.
Right. Close the door.
Sure.
Go back and tell them what's going on.
Okay. Close the door. Go back in the main room. Automatrons bang, bang, bang on the pipes in the room, and you tell them what you saw in the other room. You say it's a very small room. It had a stone floor, but at the center of the floor, something was moving a mass.
How tall was the? How tall was
Hell
the ceiling?
no. No.
8-foot room.
8 foot high. Okay.
Mhm.
And the door opening?
Oh, standard door. 7
feet
yeah,
high?
Yeah.
Could it be more of that ooze?
It could be. I suggest we send the automaton in with the torch and see if it.
Well, let's make sure that the automaton puts May down first.
Well,
Smart,
yeah.
yes. Okay, it puts me down. Well, I make
Okay.
it put me down, and then
Yeah.
take a torch
All
and
right.
go in.
All right, so you send the automaton into the other room, pushes through the door, and goes into the other room. That's interesting. Would it? Okay, fair enough.
It has the torch, so if it's the black ooze, it'll recoil from it.
It is not the black ooze. However, I'm going to try this. Okay. You notice that through the automaton's eyes, only you can see, May, the stuff at the middle of the room kind of sprouts up, almost like fingers, like black, tall fingers. It is different than the tar in a way. And then it becomes thicker and more come up as you see them kind of envelop out, and little suckers all appear on the sides of them, almost as if tentacles, like a dark energy tentacles. They reach over and start to grab the automaton. You see the automaton jag and move against that. What do you guys want to do?
So she's relaying this to us?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's what she sees.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I'll be like, it's not afraid of fire, but it's ooze.
Is it a displacer beast?
Using her knowledge as a hunter is not a displacer beast.
Okay.
So we're gonna need to find another weakness.
Well, it's our only way through.
From
Unless,
through the door.
Sorry?
sorry.
I asked if we could see this through the door.
Yeah, you're not far. You're like 15 feet away. You see the outline of the automaton with the torch. You can see these black tentacles wrapping around its body as it begins.
Don't eat that! Not only do you not know where it's been, it's gonna taste just awful. Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
It's gonna have that. Why would you initiate combat?
Because we can close the door.
True.
Eight.
1 point of psychic damage.
Okay.
Disadvantage next attack roll.
All right, so
Can you give psychic damage to an ooze?
I don't
Yep.
know what it is yet.
psychic
What it
damage.
is.
I mean, he hits it with this psychic damage where it kind of like you see the tentacles kind of flare up for half a second, right? Recoiling from the psychic damage.
Can I like use the automaton and like stomp or like punch with the giant metal hands?
Yeah. You want to give it the boots?
Sure.
Roll d20. Add 5.
Alright. This is 13.
Cool. Okay. Which one do you want? The boots or the punch?
Boots.
All right. Give it the boots. Roll 2d6. Add 3.
Nine.
Nice. Okay. With the psychic damage to push it back, and you using the automaton to give it a like steam powered kick kind of thing there, it shoots the tentacles back just a little bit, enough into the room that the automation itself is free from the grasp of this thing.
Nice.
Continue to attack, or you want to do something else?
Have we not like initiated a battle or anything?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. Do you want to initiate a battle, or the
You have a chance to get out before a fight ensues.
you have a chance to get out? Yeah, the machine is free
Are
from the
we
grip.
assuming this
Right.
is the only way through, or do we see other ways?
There's
outside
other
of
ways
this?
through.
There's other ways through.
There's
Okay.
a staircase to the
Okay.
second level. This was just a closet we saw.
Okay.
Okay. I'll have the automaton
I get stuck on
return.
it. All right, he comes back into the room, and you can use it to close the door, kind of thing.
Okay.
You can hear the slapping of whatever that creature is in the room beyond, but it doesn't seem to pass the door.
Yeah, fuck that. Do not want to go in there.
All right, up the stairs it is then. Or is that is there other ways in this room?
You'd come into originally a long room that had a door on the right, which you just went through, and at the far end there was a staircase leading up. Wish to go up?
Loot in the staircase, Kylo. Be right back.
All right. Hi there's here.
What's that? Congratulations on 120. What is that?
120 followers. Got a lot of guys from work.
Oh, nice.
I raided the
lost-
place.
I lost a follower actually. So
I've been like work begging. I'm like, come on out. So they told all the other guys. So I got a bunch of free follows. Although you know what, real quick, just I know we're playing D&D, but remember we were talking about Twitch it being a newer platform.
Yep.
These are all young guys, man. They don't know Twitch.
No, they know TikTok, right?
They're still learning Twitch. It's interesting. It's interesting. But in the game, you got a staircase ahead of you if you wish to pursue that way.
All right, so we go back out the door, and so there's just one door in the other room, and I kind of missed the description earlier.
That's okay.
Sorry, I was-
You went down a hallway that had some pipes in it and entered a long room. The room was long, and had a door to the right, which you just went in, where there was an automation repairing the pipes. At the far end of the long room, there was a staircase leading to the next level. You're in technically a tower.
Oh, right, the tower.
Right.
All right, so let's go up the stairs.
Okay. All right. You make your way up to the next part of the tower. Going up the staircase, just a creaky kind of wood staircase. Very quiet in here as you make your way up. You make your way up in a way from the steam hissing and the clanking of the pipes below into another room. In this room, there's something. There is more of that fluid that comes from the robots on the far wall, on the right-hand side wall. To the south is another door in this room.
Any braziers or anything?
No braziers, no light in here.
Nothing to light up.
Just your torches, but no. I mean, if you're looking for something to light up, there would be old torch scones or sconces on the wall that you could put a torch in.
Oh, but not existing ones.
Correct.
Okay. So surveying the room, there's the door to the south. There's some of that fluid on the one side.
Yeah.
There's Clairval.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
More pipes line this room.
Take a closer look at what's over by that fluid.
Okay, you make your way to the right-hand side of the room and look on the wall, and you can see some words, and they're written in common on the side of the wall. And it'll say, "I pledge myself to Sargoth and his teachings. I will do as my new god demands, to use your power as my own." Seems to be written haphazardly on the wall.
In the fluid?
In the fluid.
Any automaton laying around anywhere around here?
Not in this room, no.
No. Nothing that fluid could have come out of?
The other, again, there's pipes here and there. Could have came out of there. Could have came out of an automaton or whatnot, but nothing you can see visibly in this room, no.
Okay. So I'll go back and relay what that said on the wall.
Okay.
And I'll probably move toward the door.
Move towards the door. I assume we're just going through. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
I'm not
waiting
going to
to
bother
see
you
everything.
unless you guys want to check a door or specifically let me know, I guess. So you make your way to the southern door, just south of the staircase, and open it up. Where are we at? Blood-stained slab of metal lies in the middle of the room. Several small spider-like creatures with no eyes and bronze plating scamper around, paying no heed to you. There are several tables with what appear to be instruments of torture sitting upon them.
And this is the only way through.
At the far end of the room, on the right hand, there will be another door.
Somebody was in for a bad day.
Yeah. Are these creatures moving?
Yeah. Spider-like little automation creatures are moving about the room.
Moving about the room. What are they doing?
Just seem to be walking here and there.
With no focus?
No real focus at this point, no. Climbing on the pipes. They're not damaging them in any way, but they're...
Are they small? Are they small enough to... First of all, do they look dangerous?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
They have pretty sharp legs on them.
Okay, so not going to pick one up.
You don't want a pet?
I do, but not a metal pet would be cool, but I don't want to cut my hands off
You're
trying to
a
get a
ranger.
pet. I prefer natural creatures as opposed to automatons that could have a death wish. So are they in our way? Are they
No,
gonna-
not by any means. They seem to be walking on the floor. They're in between you and the far end of the room, but they're not physically blocking you.
And they don't notice us coming in.
They may notice you. Hard to tell.
I'm going to move a little further into the room
Okay.
and put the staff out. Put the staff out in front of me. The
cane.
in front of me.
All right, move into the room, put the cane out in front of you. Are you deliberately getting near them, like trying to walk through them, or going around, or what do you want to do?
Closer toward them, but moving toward the other end of the room.
Okay. You seem to walk.
I just want to see if the cane does anything to them.
You don't know if it's a cane or yourself passing by, but as you try to traverse the room and something's in your way, it'll move out of the way. You'll hear the tick, 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 tick of the little legs as it moves kind of off to the side.
So they're moving away from us.
Moving, well, from you as you walk in a direction in the room.
Are the rest of them following me?
I don't know.
Are you guys following me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Complete silence. Complete
right.
and utter silence.
Okay, they follow you as the party moves as one through the room. You're not sure. Is it the cane? Is it me? I don't know. But you move across the room, past the table. You look at the table, kind of glance at that. You know, some old blood on the dark stains from the past on there. As you move to the southern end of the room. Door on the right.
Interest in this room, right?
I mean, besides what you just saw, yeah. Nope.
Anybody need some torture equipment? Sell it to you cheap.
Got other issues with them.
All right, so I guess we'll move out of this room.
Okay. Move over to the door at the far end. I assume you're going through. Make your
Sure.
way through into the next area. There's a skeleton of what seems to be a former adventurer here. Laying
on the floor,
laying
or
on the
like
floor.
sitting, staring at us.
Laying on the floor, spread out.
Okay.
Just the bones of what used to be an adventurer. Some cloth and remains of him laying down. There is a door to the north. Again, a smaller door. Looks like it would head out to a similar closet type room. And there would be a statue at the far right, which you can see from just looking at it, of Raywind himself again. A nobleman type statue standing about 6 feet tall, made out of stone.
I'm gonna search the adventurer's body, see if there's anything there that we care about.
Okay. Go over.
No stairway nearby at all.
Actually, no, you don't see a stairway. No visible stairway at this point.
16 on an investigation check.
16?
You're getting a bunch of useless items.
You're getting a bunch of rat candles.
I already have those. Throw them back.
I don't want more rat candles. Roll percent for me.
$80.
Let me look that up real fast. See. Okay. On the adventurer's body, the only thing you can see that is relevant, he has like kind of robes and whatnot. There is a staff. Staff appears to be made out of gold and another unknown material. It almost has a top in a T formation with a gem in it, and it looks very powerful and expensive.
Okay.
As you get near the body and disturb the body with the staff, you can see a spectral image rise from the floor, just momentarily, almost reminiscent of what you saw early stages of the dungeon, where one of the spirits pointed towards the body of his fellow companion. This one will, however, wailingly say to you, "Stop Raywind at all costs."
Do you know how we can?
He says, "You must destroy the portal that I could not."
Where is the portal?
And you'll see him ghostly hand point upwards, up the tower. And he'll say, "Beyond the cube. I could not get through the cube. Somewhere on the other side, as far as I know."
Is there anything else you can tell us that would aid us?
He says, do not underestimate his powers. He has much knowledge no living man should.
Besides destroying the portal, is there anything that we can do to put your soul to rest?
He'll use term. He'll allude to the fact. Cleric. Do you have a cleric?
We have no cleric. We have a witch.
Oh, you blew
what
up.
did we lose? Oh no,
He died.
we lost Clairval.
Can he hear us? Clairval, can you hear
No,
us?
he's right out of the. Unless he's
Oh,
watching
no.
the stream. He's right out of the.
Uh-oh.
thing.
He may have exploded. Uh-oh. He may have internet downed.
So can Tess help out with the? Well, do we want to help out with the soul?
Tess will
She's
offer
a-
to take his soul.
She's a witch. This is the group thing about the hungry witch.
Get Jackson for a second. Where's Jackson? I know it sucks, but it kind of helps a bit, I guess.
Actually, if you want, just throw up all of our pictures,
Oh, okay, how do we...
because you should have individual pictures for each of us, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Let me do it. Bard. Haha. Jackson.
Just until he comes back, yeah.
Ranger. Okay, we'll just move him around. Rah.
I think you have one for me. Oh, he's still here. Not sure what happened. Rebooting Discord. Excellent.
Okay, that's cool. I'll put him in the meantime anyway. Let's see
Yeah.
if I get the Bard. Oh,
Oh,
alright,
he's
he's back. Okay. Get rid of Jackson, get rid of Bard.
Yeah, on the new UI, I have it built in, so they're actually behind the. They're already on the. thing.
Oh,
Just
Jackson's
turn
here,
them on.
sorry. Yeah, I know, that'll be better. I can't wait, that'll be way better.
Get rid of that ugly box.
Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, can he hear us?
Yeah, he says he's here. He's
Okay.
in the he's in the actual chat.
Okay. Oh, there you be. Oh,
Folks,
hey, there you are. Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You've gotten skinnier. Have you lost weight?
No, it's all still here.
She was, the ghost was alluding, is her a cleric? Kylo got mentioned something to Tessa, and she said, oh, I'll gladly take his soul to move.
I said we have a witch, but I don't know if we want to let her near him.
What is your name?
He will say, Zent Greenwood.
Zent. I will ensure that others know of your name and what occurred here.
He will thank you, and he'll say, unfortunately, I can't move on to the other side without the help of a cleric, shrine maiden, or priest, but I will warn others who pass through here.
I see a cleric. We'll send him your way.
All right, that's all he can do. So he will thank you, and he will say to you specifically, take my staff. It has served me well. May it serve you well. And he'll kind of give you a little bit of information. I'll identify it for you since he knows what it is. It's a staff of charm.
Okay.
Staff of charming.
Sweet. Sounds good.
So how does that work for somebody who actually can already charm people? Does it?
Staff will have a number of different spells attached to it. One of which will be charm. He will use the staff to cast a spell instead of himself.
I won't take up my spell slots.
Right.
Would it be equal to his level? Or is
No,
it
it'll
a
be
set
equal
level?
to the person who created it. It'll use their level.
Okay. So it may or may not be more powerful than what you can cast now.
Right.
True. Being 11:30, we're gonna go to 12. May's falling asleep, and you're having technical trouble. Do you want to go to 12, or do we want to stop at 11:30?
Let's call it here. I don't think anybody's actually joining in. Like, I'm down to my phone. I'm at 40%.
Mhm.
We might be able to push it to 12, but internet's kooky at my place right now. So
I'm dropping some frames. She's falling asleep. We could call it here and pick up next week.
Let's
we'll
call
have
it here.
we'll have Jackson back and maybe Ragnar.
Maybe.
there we go.
We can get the new UI working.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, guys. For anybody who does want to stay, do we want to do a raid?
Sure. Yeah, we can find somebody. Let's see who's
We're early,
who's
so we can get anybody.
doing stuff here. Let's go over to Twitch. Mute the hell out of it. And check who's doing. You want to do Dungeons and Dragons or you want something else?
What are you feeling?
I don't know. What do you?
We haven't had a lot of D&D type guys reacting in the chat today, so we could do whatever. Is any of our friends on? Anybody we know?
Well, I've got some people listed. There's a bunch of people that I watch that are on. Passive Perception is on. There's Mr. Zanman who came by us the other day. He's doing games and demos. We got Black Fawn doing Valorant. We got B-Dub and Blue doing Dungeons and Dragons. We got Butt Rabies doing Just Chatting. We got Dark Hour doing Apex Legends. You got anybody on your list?
Let me take a quick look just to see.
All right, well, you guys are sorting that out. I'm going to log off for the evening.
You have a good night, man.
Everybody,
See you, dude.
good night. We'll see you next week.
See you guys. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
See
see
you
you.
next week.
Who was the very first guy you said, Zanman?
Mr. Zanman.
Want to raid Zanman?
Sure.
Let's go say hi to him.
Sure. Hang out for the raid, folks.
How do you spell him?
I closed my screen. Let me get back up here. Hurry. Oh,
I got
there
him.
it is. Okay.
I got him.
Mr. _ Zanman.
Let's do it. We're going to hit up Mr. Sandman. If anybody is here hanging out for D&D, we're going to have a normal session next week. We're going to go 9 to 10. We'll have a lot more people back and hopefully no
9
tech.
to 12.
9 to
not
12, not 9 to 10. Hopefully we'll have a lot more people. We'll have a lot more fun, a lot less technical trouble. But, yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, move the bard up a bit. Oh, the bard was there. Where's the bard? I'm playing around with the thing. And we'll get the new UI working in time, too. That'll be fun.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do some maintenance this week.
All right, man. I'm not gonna mute me and you. We'll just I'll throw the movie on. We'll hit the raid, and then we'll dip. All right, movie time. See you, boys.
See ya.
Melancholy, fear the approaching doom. Know your fears, but don't let them consume. Innocence lost, no one is immune. We all will know loss when we're under the pearl moon.